Sup guys, the unboxer's back, and you guys requested this, so I'm gonna do it. So you already saw my top 5 favorite Godzilla figures in my collection. Now we're gonna go over my top 5 least favorite Godzilla figures in my collection. The figures that are the bottom of the barrel in my collection. Alright, so let's get into number 5. Alright guys, so number 5 we have the the reissue for the Bandai Creations Burning Godzilla. The reason why it's number 5 is that, this is a really bad figure, bad representation of Burning Godzilla. But the reason why it's at number 5 is that if you don't have a Burning Godzilla, it's okay. Like, here's an example. When I got the NECA, got the Burning Godzilla, I was like, I don't even need this guy anymore. But when I got the SH Monster Arts Burning Godzilla, I was like, I can just throw this guy in the trash and I wouldn't be, what's the word? I wouldn't be sorry. I wouldn't regret it. And yeah, just the articulation is not the best either. Detail is alright. I mean, for its like $20 price, yeah, it's just, yeah, not a good figure. So yeah, that's number 5. Alright guys, moving on to number 4. Alright guys, here we are at number 4. We have the Bandai Creations Godzilla 2000. Here's why it's bad. 1, the sculpt is not good at all. It is not really good. It looks nothing like the Godzilla 2000. Well, I don't know about nothing like it, but it's just not a good representation of it. 2nd, the spines, they're just not good at all. And 3rd, this guy's stance, it's horrible. Like, if I could tilt my camera down just a little bit, like, his stance is, like, he doesn't stand right. Like, I can just, like, push him, like, this way, and he just falls over. Yeah, so I had to have his feet, like, in an awkward position where they don't look flat on the ground. But here's the good thing is the detail. It has a nice detail, but the articulation is just not good. Also, it always looks like he's looking down. And yeah, the tail has no articulation at all either. Which that's not a bad thing, but yeah, just a bad representation of Godzilla 2000. That's why I got the Bandai Japan Godzilla 2000 at G-Fest, because that guy is so much better and I needed a replacement for this guy. And yeah. Alright guys, let's move on to number 3. Alright guys, here we are at number 3, and we have the NECA Shin Godzilla. Yeah, definitely NECA's worst Godzilla figure ever. And you're wondering why I'm only showing this side, because, yeah, he's missing an arm. Nah, I actually attached it to the SH Monster Arts Shin Godzilla because I was playing with its arm, and I was like trying to move its arm, and the arm snapped. And the ball joint inside of that Shin Godzilla is actually the same size as this one, so I was just able to put it on there, and yeah, because I didn't have the money at the time to get another Shin Godzilla, so I could easily replace this one, but I don't really need to because I have the SH Monster Arts. It's kind of the same situation with the Burning Godzilla. Like, when I got the SH Monster Arts Shin Godzilla, it was a great figure, but when I got this guy, it was very underwhelming. Yeah, I mean, the one redeeming quality of this is the paint job. The paint job looks really, really well. But the sculpt, it was only made to be in this position only. Because in this position, it looks pretty good. But you can't, like, when you move it around, it doesn't look good. Like, the way the tail is shaped is just not the best. And the stinking bendy wire at the end of the tail is horrible. And where they're supposed to have the face at the end, there's no face. Come on, focus. Focus. There's no face at all. And it's got like these yellow marks. And yeah, it's just not a good figure. I mean, the articulation is decent, but it's not a good figure. It's not a good figure at all. Like, get the SH Monster Arts guy if you have the money. If you have the money, get the SH Monster Arts. Yeah, alright guys, moving on to number 2. Alright guys, here we are at number 2. We have I forget the name of this guy, but something like the Atomic Roar. It's not Atomic Roar, but yeah, I forget the name, but yeah. Do I really need to explain why this is number 2? It's horrible. Like, the detail is awful. The articulation is horrible. But the only good thing about this figure is that it roars. But you gotta press up against these spines, and it's very uncomfortable. And also, the tail, it comes separate in the box. And the tail, it doesn't even go in all the way. There's like a little crack. There's always a little crack there. I've tried to put it in all the way, but it just wouldn't. It's just a bad figure. Like, please, guys, do not get this figure. Save your money. Even though this guy was like $5 at Barnes and Nobles. Still, save that $5. Don't get this guy. He is horrible. And there's only one figure in my collection that I think is worse than this. Let's find out. Let's get on to number 1. You guys want to know what is my least favorite Godzilla figure in my collection? This is my least favorite figure in my collection. It is the Tail Strike Godzilla. It has horrible detail. It has horrible articulation. The tail is just junked up. And it's got this giant bulbous basketball in its stomach. And when you press it, it goes up and down. And when you hold it and you shake it, it goes side to side. I mean, this could be fun as a kid's toy, but this is horrible. This is god-awful. Like, I can just throw this guy on the ground. And I don't care. I don't care if I throw him on the ground. If this guy broke, I wouldn't be upset. No, and this guy, the price is horrible because this guy is just a little under the NECA price for this guy. And the detail is so much better on the NECA than on this guy. And yes, this is his good side. That's the bad side. Screw holes. The bullet holes. Yeah. And also, this guy doesn't even stand up properly. Like, yeah, he doesn't stand up properly. Like, he's always like this. Only when it's like, he can't even stand up. He can't stand up properly. Like, when you hold it down, it doesn't even stand up properly. And it's horrible. This was my first 2014 figure I ever got, and I regret that I bought it. I really regret that I bought this guy. Yeah. Yeah, and just my least favorite figure in my collection. At all costs, do not buy this Godzilla figure. Yeah, don't buy it. Alright guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.